Welcome to Jnanavahini. In this episode, I wish to present the corporate trends which are potentially enough to impact on higher education. So these developments happened during April 1st to 15, 2023 are being covered for presentation here. There are as many as 9 major developments. 1. White collar jobs, the next gig thing in tech-driven economy. 2. Fight for 5G talent set to heat up on fast adoption. 3. India incorporation is opening up to trans rights, one hiring at a time. 4. It is in a slump, but non-tech companies keep happy to hire the top talent. 5. India incorporation should let go of age bias in recruitment process. 6. India INC opens doors to neurodiverse. 7. Net hiring at Infosys TCS falls over 65% as demand erodes. 8. Hiring of freshers by IT sector to slow down. And finally, Tata Neu enters Edtech with upskilling vertical Neu Skills. The first one is white collar jobs, the next gig thing in tech-driven economy. So gig economy broadly means a labor market that relies heavily on the temporary and part-time positions filled by independent contractors and freelancers rather than full-time permanent employees. The participation of high-skilled white-collar workers in gig economy went by 240% last year from the year before amidst growing demand for tech roles. While the on-demand model was traditionally limited to consumer-facing blue-collar work prior to pandemic, rapid adoption of the enterprise gig model is revolutionizing the execution of grey-collar and also the white-collar work as well. It is interesting to find the data that demand for gigification is 13 times more than pre-pandemic levels. The second news item is fight for 5G talent set to heat up on fast adoption. 5G is the 5th generation of mobile network. It is a new global wireless standard after 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G networks. 5G is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, industry, machines, objects, devices, etc. Telcos and technology firms have joined the race to hire 5G talent, and there is a talent deficit in 5G at about 30%. In the next 3 years, India could see demand for as many as 22 million skilled workers across sectors. There is going to be a big competition for these professionals, and it could lead to higher wages and increased recruitment costs as well. The third one is India INC is opening up to trans rights, one hiring at a time. Companies such as Tata Steel, L&T, Vedanta, SEAT, Infosys, etc. are hiring more transgender employees to advance diversity and inclusion, popularly known as O&Y. These companies are putting in place gender neutral measures and policies for adoption, medical and insurance, and also leaves for gender reassignment surgeries. At least 2/3 companies are taking proactive measures to retain and attract LGBTQ talent. The next development is in a slump, non-tech companies happy to hire top talent. Technology sector is witnessing layoffs, but tech talent is in demand. That is, the non-tech sectors are stepping in to absorb them. That is the tech talent. For example, global manufacturing companies, including automakers, are hiring software experts for their R&D, and the drive for digitalization has made many companies across sectors to absorb tech talent, especially in the field of healthcare, finance, retail, and transportation. The data reveals that 20% of the lateral movement from IT firms have been absorbed into captive units of MNCs and non-tech firms that are going digital. And the demand for tech talent has grown almost threefolds in non-tech segments since pandemic. The next development is India incorporation should let go of age bias in recruitment process. Age discrimination is a common problem that can occur at work or during job application process. Perception across Indian corporate sector is that people over 55 years are past their best and have limited self-life and hence too old to be considered. While hiring for the positions such as CXO, that is the Chief Experience Officer, the age preference is 40 to 45, and for CEO it is around 45 to 50 years. In India, age preferences have become far more permanent in recent years. But age diversity is important because combining youthful, vibrant ideas with experience of success and failure create a far more powerful options. The next development is India incorporation opens doors to neurodiverse employees. Being neurodivergent means having a brain that works differently from the normal person. It includes the autistic people, people with attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, or other mental health conditions, and also the people with learning disabilities. The Indian corporate sector is accelerating efforts to hire individuals with autism and make workplace accessible and adaptable for them. Not just to be more inclusive, but also to benefit from their special skills. Companies such as Accenture, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, etc. are expanding the scope of diversity and inclusion programs. And these companies believe that people who think and view the world differently bring in diverse perspectives and fosters innovation. So the next development is net hiring at Infosys TCS falls over 65% as demand erodes. Infosys and TCS recorded a near two-third drop in cumulative hiring in fiscal 2023. They are facing uncertain demand for technology services in the key markets such as United States and Europe. And the macroeconomic challenges and geopolitical strife in these economies are posing a severe challenge to Indian IT companies. So as a result, the lower net hiring in 2023 is a worrying factor. The next one is hiring of freshers by IT sector to slow down. The total hiring in IT, which includes both freshers and experienced, declined from 380,000 in 2022 to 280,000 in 2023. And also the fresh hiring has dipped from 6 lakhs in 2022 to 2.5 lakhs in 2023 and estimated 1.5 lakhs in 2024. The key factors for decline in freshers hiring include generative AI leading to several roles becoming redundant, that is, various repetitive tech roles that testing can be replaced by incorporating generative AI tools. The next development is Tata Neu enters Edtech with upskilling vertical Neu Skills. Tata Neu is the Tata Group's super app that provides delivery services, online shopping, UPI payments, flight and hotel booking, etc. It has now launched an Edtech vertical with Neu Skills to offer reskilling courses And for this purpose, it is launching 2 boot camps, one in data analytics and 2 in front-end developers. After program completion, Tata companies will hire them for internship and then potentially get a job for them. To summarize the developments, number 1, rapid adoption of the enterprise gig model is revolutionizing the execution of grey collar and white collar work as well. 2, telcos and technology firms have joined the race to hire 5G talent. There is going to be a big competition for these professionals. The companies are putting in place gender neutral measures, and at least 2 in 3 companies are taking proactive measures to retain and attract LGBTQ talent. 4th one, use of technology is becoming increasingly important in healthcare, finance, retail and transportation sectors. 5th one, age diversity is important because combining youthful variant ideas with experience and success and failures creates a far more powerful option. 6th one, Indian incorporation is hiring individuals with autism and make the workplace accessible and adaptable to them. 7th, macroeconomic challenges and geopolitical strife in US and Europe are posing a severe challenge to the Indian IT majors. 8th one, IT firms have turned cautious and conservative in their hiring process, and fresher hiring in this year will be subdued. Finally, Tata Group's super app, Tata Neu, launched an Edtech vertical with Neu Skills to offer reskilling courses. I thank you all for listening to this presentation.